Sabine, oh, wohin gehst du? Wohin gehst du? Sabine, oh, was tust du nur? Was tust du nur? Die Worte, die du heute
Oh, Sabine. My. You say there's just been a major breakthrough on a 125-year-old problem, David Hilbert's famous sixth problem. This breakthrough unites three of the most important theories in physics, and it also shows how irreversible behavior emerges from time-reversible laws. Then you make it worse when you say that you actually find this a very impressive result, and that, on the bullshit meter, this gets a 0 out of 10, even if it's wrong. It's serious. What kind of bullshit meter do you have? The paper is a collection of bullshit equations, a method that filters input until the desired structure appears as not explanation. They produce hundreds of pages of simulated proof through deferred assumptions, irreversibility, chaos boundedness, self-citation cycles that mask fragility, overloaded notation that obscures what is being assumed versus shown. They reference their own work 14 times across the Hilbert paper, often as a camouflage to hide their conceptual gaps. They assume irreversibility emerges from the reversible, and then prove it via carefully selected scaling limits and approximations. In his 1900 address, Hilbert posed the sixth problem as to treat in a rigorous manner, by means of axioms, those physical sciences in which mathematics plays an important part, and specifically, the kinetic theory of gases. He did not say, start from Newton's equations and derive fluid mechanics. He said, establish a coherent axiomatic framework that links microscopic and macroscopic descriptions. The authors think they can justify the emergence of time-irreversible behavior, Boltzmann equation, from a time-reversible microscopic theory, Newtonian dynamics, at least near equilibrium, Maxwellian. That they cannot. When physicists apply Newtonian equations in models, they implicitly assume that the variables, mass, force, acceleration, are known with sufficient granularity, that the system being modeled is well described by these variables alone, that errors are negligible or cancelable, but none of these are physically true. They are modeling fictions. They claim we derive the Navier-Stokes equations from Newton's laws plus continuum assumptions. This statement smuggles infinite divisibility, smooth differentiability, deterministic local behavior. It is dishonest BS. So the problem is not how do we reduce macro to micro, it's what axioms can produce a framework where macro and micro are logically compatible. That's an entirely different task. Boltzmann didn't derive irreversibility from reversibility. He inserted irreversibility as an assumption, called it chaos, and used that to justify the result. The Boltzmann equation doesn't explain the arrow of time. He assumed it. Is that 0 on your bullshit meter? Because where I come from, that's a 10.
Let's all keep on singing.